Especially in this digital age, I believe it's very productive and important for you guys to have your own home on the web without relying too heavy on other social media, which is also important. But to have your own one place that people can go to, find out what's popping with you, what's new, what's relevant, what's official. It is nice to have your own space. Whether that be a website for your business, you, a portfolio, the list goes on. And just like most things, it doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning, but it can be something that evolves over time, just like being an artist. Shout out to Wix who continue to sponsor this channel. Great supporters of what we do here and have partnered with me to bring this video to you. Wix is a great way for you guys to create your own websites with the Wix editor with a simple, clean user interface. Whether you're a pro or beginner, Wix lends itself to both ends of the spectrum. Cool features, services, tools that are available to you. Whether you be for e-commerce, trying to sell some stuff, a portfolio like we just talked about, or many forms of art, animation, the list goes on. Whatever you do, whatever you are, you can do it with Wix. You just need to choose the right plan for you or your business and start today. I've always loved the idea of being able to easily build a website for yourself, especially knowing how overwhelming and daunting the idea of building a website can be. Wix makes this streamlined. Especially in this digital age, a lot of the good stuff that has happened to me is just because I put myself out there, right? And with a website, you're exposing yourself to more opportunities for luck to happen for you, or just good opportunities to come your way. So do it with Wix and use my link in the description to get started today. And that'll be wix.com/WHYTMANGAWix. You click my link in the description and it'll take you to a page that looks fancy. You hit start now and then log in. And if you've never logged in before because you don't have an account, you sign up. Pretty self-explanatory after that. Then you get started. Wix will ask you a few questions to make sure that the Wix editor is best prepared for whatever you're trying to create. So we go art portfolio, but it could be whatever. Name of your website, what is the purpose of said website? And here we're just trying to display our creative work. Some cool features that Wix offers that you want to attach to your website, a chat function, stores, feeds, all sorts of things. You tick what you feel necessary. In this case, we don't really need most of these, but why not? And then it'll check on your experience. After that, you'll have the option to use the Wix ADI or the Wix editor. With the ADI, it's still gonna look good and you're gonna be done with the website quickly, but you lose a lot of freedom in customization if you go with that option. So for here, we're gonna be going with the Wix editor. After that, you have some samples and templates you can pick from and then edit afterwards to customize it to fit you. Out of the options available, you just pick the one that's best for you. And you're not in this box. As you can see in the top right corner, you have artist portfolio over there. But we can change it and search for something else if we see fit. But all of these templates are things that are connected to or similar to what would traditionally be seen as an artist portfolio or an artist portfolio in some kind of fashion. We see some here that are photographers, illustrators, graphic designers, artists. You find the one that works best for you and then you edit afterwards. And after that, you have all these customization options, the tool on the side where you can go page by page and then find the things you want to edit. Before we go into the full Wix editor and how it works, when I first created my website, I did go with the ADI. You still have the option to switch from ADI to editor afterwards, which is what we're going to do in this video as we are updating my website. First, this is what we did before, and then you can make some minor edits and customizations afterwards. We even used our logo the first time, and based off of the color scheme from the logo, it helps us pick the color scheme for the rest of the website. It gives you a couple options, and then you pick your faves. We did that, made the customizations, and boom, we had our website. You can customize the site even further, tap on sections, and play around with the options available. Manage and customize the navigation bar, rearrange it even in the order of preference or importance. Home, portfolio, contacts, about me, connect your social media. The plus sign on the page allows you add sections for further customizations. The sections could be anything from music, gallery, shop, and more. For example, we do YouTube. I wanted the site to reflect that, and so there's a section there where we attach our YouTube channel, and anytime we upload a new video, it updates there on the site as well. So you can watch YouTube videos on the site, access to playlists, and so on. Make additional pages on the site, make sure it's all linked and connected. Wix gives you cool templates and options for what you want to do with each page, sell work, display your art, comics, animations, and more, with gallery options like we've shown. You can also draw from a pool of assets that you could have uploaded from anywhere, maybe your computer, and then you can use it and plug it in wherever you want on the website. You can also connect to other online galleries, say Instagram, and pull images from there as well. So we created this with Wix before, and this is how we put it together. So today we're just going to be making some updates and some changes in some places that, I want to make some alterations. Now, I've said this before, but it applies here as well, especially is the website doesn't have to be fully done and finished, perfect. You just have to start. And then you can kind of build over time, make updates and adjustments over time. And today is just one of those days where we're making an adjustment to this website. I think thinking that way also alleviates some of the pressure. Just play around with it, experiment, look at other websites for inspiration as well, and then you could build something you really like. I actually went to the back end and deleted a lot of stuff because I wanted a newer look, a cleaner look, more white space on the sides for the portfolio. You can see me adding some assets to the pool that we talked about earlier, deleting some of the default images that come with the portfolio once you add it in as a section. And this time with my portfolio, before the gallery was just kind of like a bunch of everything just jam-packed in there. But sometimes with your website, you might want to have some organization. So I'm going to separate the portfolios into different pages and then add a link to each page on the navigation bar. So kind of separate things into animation, comic pages, illustration, and character design. And depending on what kind of artist you are, you want to have these separated to reflect your specialty. For instance, if you're one that wants to get into the animation industry or something like that, you want to make sure that your portfolio reflects what studios would look for if they want to go to your website and check you out and see what you're about. If you're more of a comic person, then you're looking at more comic pages, more storyboards that are geared toward comic pages. If you're an animator, you're looking for storyboards that are more geared towards animation, and so on and so forth. So I'm just kind of making my portfolio a little more organized, so if you're looking for a specific thing, you can find it much easier. Also, I have the version of My Comic Apple Black, My Manga Apple Black, that's going to be worldwide, in stores, translated, all of that, and you can pre-order it now. So I want to make sure that one of the first things you see when you go to the website is a link to easily do that, as well as all the other books that are in our line. So this is just linking to a separate shop, even though you can build your own shop here in Wix as well. And then once you're done with the edits, you can publish the website with the domain you've purchased, the tier you have on Wix, which comes with extra features. And obviously there are more features since the last time we dabbled with Wix. There's more stuff you can do now, so you can add that to your website, explore, check all that stuff out. And then when you're ready, you can just hit publish and have your website ready to go. Now, one of the main things you want to use with Wix is actually the Wix editor and not necessarily the ADI, because with the editor, you have way more flexibility in how you want your website to look and feel. Just click on the side where it says go to editor and then make the switch. And then you get greeted with this video, which I recommend you watch. But ultimately, like I said, with Wix, everything is pretty much self-explanatory with its nice, clean, slick user interface. Pretty much self-explanatory. You can close that and then you get greeted with more options. You can click on the image here and we can change the focal point or just crop it and just edit it further if we choose to. You can check out all the options here of how you want to edit it, so you can edit already created images here on Wix if you need to. Some of the text that would have been much more difficult to adjust or change with just the ADI, with the editor, you can be a little more hands-on. And so maybe I change the text here to reflect, more my vibe, or maybe something I would say or something that I'd expect to be said on the website. But it'll still be the same feature, which is essentially people signing up for a newsletter. That way I can kind of keep track of everybody who wants to be notified on the website and even be able to email them, like a newsletter. But here I can customize things much further. You can change the theme, font, size, alignment, obviously the text itself. And there you go. Sounds a little more hip. Scroll up, and here with the text, it kind of gets lost with the image in the background a little bit. So maybe I want to put somewhat, not necessarily a stroke behind it, but like a bar, so the words are a little more visible. So we click on it, hit on highlight, and pick the color we want. Based off of all the answers that we're giving at the beginning, we get these colors that are in tune with the theme of the website overall. But again, you can customize further and get the actual color you want. So if I don't want the colors that are shown to me right here, I can still find what I need. You can also move the text around versus, leaving it in the middle if you wanted to. But in this case, I think I'll just leave it in the middle. And with websites, it's something that you can keep adjusting over time. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect with your first go. It does have to be properly functional, for sure. Now you want to make sure you're saving your changes. You can always preview if you don't want to publish it yet, because if you hit publish, then it's going to reflect on the actual website. So you can just be saving. Now, normally Wix would auto-save what you're doing, but just to be on the safe side, you might just hit save. Make sure all your bases are covered. Also with this icon here, you can kind of see the alternate version of your website and how people would view your website on mobile. If you check most websites, a huge chunk of the traffic comes from mobile. Hell, I'm sure people are watching this video on your phone and not necessarily always on the desktop. So whatever changes you make and how it's going to look on a desktop, and that's how you see it by default, you want to make sure you look at the iPhone version or the mobile version to make sure that it also looks good there as well. The same way you can make edits on just the desktop view, you can make edits on the mobile view. And just looking at this off rip, there are certain things that I want to change, especially the ad to pre-order my manga. It doesn't look particularly great. The focal point is on Sano's face, that's the lead character of the series, but the call to action to pre-order, a lot of things are missing, so that's definitely something we're going to need to work on. You play around with the layouts to find one that fits best, that can work both on the desktop version as well as mobile. And throw in a little add-on here with some animation to make sure that even when the character pops up on the website, maybe the first time you look at the actual banner, has a little nice animation transition thing as it pops up, as opposed to just popping up or just being there. Adds a little flair to things. But obviously things like these are very minor and optional. Now you see with the banner, it's spread far beyond parameters that I want. I want a little more white space on the side of the website. It just keeps things a little cleaner versus taking use of everything. And I think it'll also reflect better in the mobile version. That's something we will adjust eventually. Here with the image quality, sometimes you might want to reduce the image quality actually, but not too much. But just reducing it just enough so that you have all these images on the website. You don't want your website to take too long to load when somebody pops up on it. And I think with reduced quality of the images, it just allows things to load much faster. In this case, it's not a big deal because the image is not a huge file size anyways, but that's something to think about. You can continue to play around with the layout, the settings, the design, and customize things as much as you see fit. But again, here, keeping things simple, there's not much I want to do aside from work on the sides so that the banner is not too spread. So on the side, you have these bars where you can do more customization, and looking at menus and pages, this can, take you to the pages that you want to edit. It helps you navigate the whole Wix editor much easier for all the pages on your website. And then if we go to animation, here we can do more customizations on these animation pages. I think the bar here is taking too much space. And so now I kind of want to reduce it. And with the Wix editor, you have much more leeway to do so. A couple clicking and dragging, moving the font a little bit around until we get the desired result. And obviously I want to keep this uniform. So for all the other parts of the portfolio, I want to make sure that this title bar for the pages is kind of uniform. Here in the menu bar, if you want to delete whole pages, there are some pages that I see here that I'm not using just quite yet. You hit that for more options where you can duplicate a page, delete a page, rename, even add a sub page to it, mess with the SEO, add tags, so it's much easier to find on search engines and things like that. Here, we just want to delete it. So now we're going into each page and using the Wix editor and making subtle adjustments now that we have more flexibility with the customizations. On that bar on the side is easy access to media, and that's, remember, the asset pool where we had all the images and videos that we had uploaded to the site that we can kind of use and tap into to kind of insert anywhere we want on the website. And that's if I wanted to change this image or add an image or do whatever I wanted. The plus sign at the top, you can use that to add more things. Text, images, buttons, online shop. You get a laundry list of options here you can play with. But I just want a simple button. You can click and drag, move it around, change the color, change the font, change the text that's actually on the button. The image above is where people can go pre-order my book, but this button maybe would link to where they can preview the pages from the comic, where you can just read maybe the first chapter or the first couple chapters for free. You can either decide to have the button linked to a page that's on the website, or it could link away to a completely separate website where they can find the comic pages. Once you're done with that, you can adjust the size of the button as well and move it around. Try to keep things clean, simple, settled in the middle. Again, I'll probably pick a color that's more in tune with the theme of the overall website. So it's usually like a red or a black. Edit the navigation bar at the top. Because we had so many options, it changed to just more, but now we can click and drag it to expand it. And now, rather than more, which would kind of expand to show the rest of the pages, it will kind of just show everything at once because we've kind of expanded that window for the navigation bar. And don't worry if you make mistakes. You have these buttons and kind of undo and redo whatever you're doing to your website. So you can always go back and forth. If everything is so much in your face, you can kind of zoom out and maybe reorder things on the site. So if I wanted to maybe move the pre-order banner to the top, I could do so in this zoom out mode. Play around with the YouTube embed. It's kind of like a video thing that just is linked to the YouTube channel. Anytime I upload a video on the YouTube channel, updates on the website as well. But here it's kind of just showing my profile picture for YouTube, and I'd rather it show the latest video off it. So you hit that, settings, go to the player and change it from channel cover to featured video cover. That way, featured video is just going to be whatever video that's featured on the channel itself. There are more options to play around with the layout. You can have it autoplay as soon as people come to the website, and all sorts of things. Maybe show thumbnails of other videos. How many thumbnails? How many videos do you want to show? It's kind of up to you. Then right next to a URL, like most websites, they have an icon, logo, something that's just easily identifiable, kind of like what I have to the left of the navigation bar. And I want to have that right next to the URL, favicon. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Maybe it's fave icon, like your favorite icon. Settings, your favicon, and it'll show you your media, and then from your media you can find the image you want to use. That way, this time, anytime someone goes to your website, whatever image you chose is what's going to be right next to the URL. Again, we have more customization for the logo itself on the website. Reduce it, resize it, move it around so it looks good here, as well as looking good on the mobile version. And remember with the images, I wanted more room on the side, more white space to make everything look a little cleaner. And so when you hover above the image, you get this option here showing that it's stretched. And once you hit that, basically toggling it off and on, you can choose whatever desired one you want. And I don't want it on. And this will also be reflected in the mobile version and make that look cleaner as well. Sometimes you do want it stretched, sometimes you don't. We're doing this with the other banners as well. It's a little different for video, because for video you have to change the layout. And then when you change the layout, you have more flexibility moving it so you have more space on the sides. Now on the contact page, there really isn't anything there except for text. So to add an actual feature where people can send you a message or leave you a note or something, you hit the plus sign again, you get that laundry list. And then you hit on contact and forms. Pick the one you want. Again, it comes with more customization with the Wix editor. You customize it however you see fit. And then boom goes the dynamite. Just making sure, taking a little peek on how it looks on mobile. Make adjustments where you see fit. Checking out the other pages, and I think it looks much cleaner. Everything works much better now. Trying out the other pages and seeing that the title bars at the top are taking way too much space. You make those adjustments. Try to make sure you're consistent with each page. And overall, you just kind of want to do a little tidying up with every page on mobile and desktop, taking advantage of the Wix editor and the extra features and more customization, more options, making sure everything on your website looks clean, neat, easy to navigate, and has all the functionality of a portfolio website, highlighting your strengths and making sure that if clients or whoever is looking to reach out to you, they can do that as well in an easy fashion. Once you're done with all that, you hit save, publish, and it'll be reflected on your website. And you're seeing that everything works fine. I recommend you guys go check out the website for yourself. Maybe you guys can consider creating a website for yourself, as in this digital age, having a home for your works without relying too much on all the other social media can be very crucial. For the 2.5 people that made it to the end of this video, I thank you. Don't forget to like, Holy Ghost, smash the subscribe button, and hit the bell so you stay notified each time I upload absolutely anything. Turn on all notifications. Check out my social media, my books, links to everything you could possibly need will be in the description, including my link to get started with Wix. Shout outs to them again for being partners and supporters of this channel. Check out more videos, my comic, the list goes on. It's White Manga, and I'm Audi 9000.